How's it going, guys? We're back with another video today. I gotta say, today was a bit of a disaster, honestly. If you guys care at all, I could explain it to you, or we could jump right into. You know what? You guys could just skip, right? I want to explain. Well, it's not much really. I just woke up today, like I always, decided I want to trade, and I did. And price action was really shitty. Parents were fucking flying all over the place, ground and the noise all over. I got like girls on my phone. No, that's not true. I got no girls on my phone. I got my new subscribers though. Oh, by the way, I feel like I'm doing something right. The account is actually doing pretty good. So I'm thankful for the slow progress that we've been having. I was expecting 0 views and 0 nothing for at least 15 videos, you know? But now it says we're at 7 subscribers, and I'm not sure how to manage these things, but 7 subscribers is something, right? That's pretty cool. Honestly, that's pretty cool. And thank you to all of you guys. I know it sounds like cliche and weird, but thank you. I appreciate it a lot. So yeah, first trade, I took 2 trades today. One was a loss, and the other I made it back with cleaner price action later on in the day. I find on today's market, and probably for the whole week, honestly, you gotta follow what the 5 minute and the 15 minute is telling you, because the 1 minute is doing absolutely everything wrong. Like you cannot, I could not read the 1 minute today. Um, I don't know about you guys, but really wicks everywhere, and they're fucking juking us. I don't know. I don't know. For me, I had a little bit more fun reading the 5 minute. So after these 2 trades, uh, the reason why this YouTube video is coming out pretty late, pretty late. Not that any of you are waiting really. Is well, I had to go to work, a little 8 hour shift, or 7 hour, sorry. And yeah, and editing is pretty fucking complicated. Nobody told me about this, but editing is something like, it's something, But I still gotta do it for my 7 subscribers. I care a lot about you guys. I don't know if there are bots on YouTube, but you know what? I care about you as well. Anyway, I don't have any more stupid shit to say today. I'm just gonna hop in right into the trades of the day. So bear with me. Alright, so as you guys probably know, if you're following these markets, we are at an all-time high on both NASDAQ and ES. We're trying to follow the trend, and I'm just going to take off chart executions. We're trying to follow the trend, obviously, but if market is telling us on the lower time frames that maybe we're going to want to retrace, then I'm not against it. So today, that's pretty much what messed me up a little bit. Market opens, and I noted out right here on ES and on NASDAQ, right? Market opens, and we immediately start to be bearish. We take out some draws like this one right here, or that one. And so this is what it looks like on the 1 minute. Like there's no really sign of any bullish movements. I'm just trying to catch a move to the downside, and believe it or not, I did end up trying to catch shorts on NASDAQ, but I had MES 26 on my contracts right here, which ended up being 3 contracts for MES, which if you guys trade a little, you would know that it is really not a lot of money. So I just got out immediately, which made me like lose not much, but it actually made me lose all of the momentum. Believe it or not, NASDAQ went and dumped during that time. At 9:44, I just looked at the chart executions. I entered on ES right here, right, which would have ended up being a nice little trade to the downside. Well, look, it's a bit of a messy one, but you know, probably would have hit TP, put a bit, moved it to break even, and wouldn't have gotten the TP2. And same thing goes for Nasdaq, which was my intention in the first place, right? Because I was looking at this big 5 minute gap up here, because initially Nasdaq, what was Nasdaq doing on 9:30 open? Nasdaq was doing the opposite of ES. Nasdaq was actually pretty bullish, while ES was not. So I'm thinking, well, one of them is going to contradict the other, or not contradict. One of them is going to end up following the other, and it's just about what confluences you can find to follow the right movement, because you don't know if you want to be bullish or bearish when both indexes are doing something different. What ended up being happening is I noticed the 5 minute gap on Nasdaq, which could be a liquidity spot where Nasdaq could decide to follow ES and move along with it. And so that's exactly what happened. And I wanted to enter around here, right? Because there was still here to mark, and all of this low resistance all the way down here. And I thought for sure we were going to hit a lot of these draws. And we did. We just didn't end up all the way down, which again would have ended up being a BE and not well, it would have been a successful trade with TP1 hit and BE hit as well. What happened after? Well, I was so convinced that yes, after dumping this way and Nasdaq starting to following it, that we were going lower, right? So I saw this move up on Nasdaq, this little green candle, and I'm like, okay, this black candle is really convincing, so I'm going to enter short here, and I think Nasdaq will probably hit this last, well, it's probably not the last draw, but this very important draw right here. So what's wrong with that thought process? Well, sorry. What's wrong with that thought process is that Nasdaq doesn't need to go all the way down. I'm just thinking this way because I just lost my opportunity for a real entry short, and now I'm just trying to follow the movement when I don't really have a great entry, right? So if we look at this black candle, where does it even go? There's no gap up here. It didn't even go all the way up here. Maybe fill this gap and then a real break of structure. No, I was just trying to, I don't have the words, but it's definitely a psychology problem right there, and it happens all the time in trading. And what ends up happening is, again, I got stopped out in like 2 to 3 minutes. I don't know how many times in the last few days that's happened, but it's too many. If you ask me, it's too many. So Nasdaq obviously just pumps. Yes, starts to follow. So obviously, market is shifting. That draw of liquidity was enough. We could start flipping now. And look at this. This is just very nice price action now. Well, not on the 1 minute, but trust me, it starts being nice now on the 1 minute. Like, we had to wait a long time for market to start looking good. On Nasdaq, it actually ended up looking better around 10. And that's when I took my second trade to put me at a grand total of $90 on the day. It doesn't show right here. I can show you right now. Right here. Nasdaq is pumping. ES is also following. So what am I looking at now? I'm looking at the next most logical draw of liquidity, of course. So now we've already hit this 5 minute gap. If we're looking to go higher, and that's what market is indicating, then where really could we have our next TP? And that's obviously all-time highs. And it ended up going higher than that, obviously, but I can't control that, right? Market could have decided to flip on that draw. So when we were around here, I said, okay, well, obviously I'm not going to go for another short. I'm going to try to maybe see for a 1 minute retrace into this 1 minute gap, I mean. And so I did. I waited for the 1 minute gap. We have it right here, which is at 9:54. And also another sign for me to say, well, maybe we're done with shorts, is the fact that ES is so hesitant around the same time, right? You have to look at both indexes, right? And so yeah, this is a pretty standard trade. Waited for the gap. Draw was not hit. It was almost edged actually. And those are one of my favorite trades actually, when, you know, candles edge the most logical draw of liquidity, come back into the gap and gives us another try to go and hit that draw. So I was actually pretty scared on those first 3 candles, but ended up not failing me. And yeah, so pretty much BE on the day. I haven't had a good week in a while with trading. Hopefully this ends my stop by my losing streak, and I could start winning in front of you guys. All right. That's pretty much what I had for you guys today. I'm sorry this took a while. If anyone cares, I care, and I'm sure my 7 subscribers care. All right. That's what I had for you guys today. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna start editing this video. This could probably come out at like 10 o'clock, so you know, it's what I could do. It's the best I could do. All right, peace out, guys.